Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be presenting to you guys my study idea for an exercise treatment for maternal obesity. So I feel that this topic is important because maternal obesity is rising in America as well as worldwide, and with it come many health risks for the mother, fetus, and even her adult children. Um, Obesity is classified as a BMI that exceeds 30. BMI is determined by squaring the individual's body weight and divided by their height using kilograms and meters. BMI classification of obese is associated with many risks and health issues that include, but are not limited to, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and some cancers. And that's not even for pregnant individuals. In pregnant individuals, there are risks for the mother that include preeclampsia, gestational diabetes, hypertension, and overall increased morbidity and mortality. For the fetus, we see issues like congenital abnormalities, reduced sonographic visualization for clinicians, preterm delivery, large birth weight, and an increased fetal mortality as well. We also see risks with dystocia, which is difficult labor, and it includes prolonged labor and other birthing difficulties. Some treatments that have been used for maternal obesity include diet. Usually, with this, we see clinicians trying to prevent excessive weight gain with nutrition. But an issue with this is that the caloric intake has to be above 1500 to prevent some issues that can come along with low caloric intake in pregnant women. Exercise has also been studied. Back in the day, it was discouraged and thought that it was unsafe for pregnant women, but it's gaining popularity. Um, and it's usually used just to prevent excessive weight gain with activity instead of caloric intake. All right. The question I will be looking at is will educational handouts containing exercise and active lifestyle information limit weight gain in obese pregnant women? My research hypothesis is administering an additional educational handout on exercise to obese pregnant women at routine doctor's visits will limit weight gain more so than in women administered standard obstetric care. This research is important because, as I said, maternal obesity is rising in America, as well as health indications, for mother, baby, and the child's future quality of life. And it can just pose a lot of risk for them in the future. So we have seen that exercise has been proven in some studies. There's a systematic review of 19 studies that showed benefits to the mother and the fetus, as well as 2 other studies that found that supervised exercise resulted in reduced weight gain in obese pregnant women. Another study saw an increase in activity following a brief PowerPoint presentation about exercise during pregnancy at prenatal doctor's appointments. We also see that it has been proven to be safe. 2 studies completed with pregnant women showed that exercise is not only beneficial but safe also. Maternal BMI aside, there are copious amounts of literature indicating the safety and benefits resulting from exercise during pregnancy. There have been multiple design types. So we see some researchers using supervised exercise intervention. Some have suggested calorie expenditure goals. And then some have used home exercise instruction as well as the previously discussed PowerPoints shown at appointments. I feel that more study is needed to look at the efficacy of handouts without supervised exercise in preventing excessive weight gain in obese mothers, as well as increasing their activity. So my proposed design for this study would be that pregnant women with a BMI exceeding 30 will be offered the opportunity to participate in the study. They will be randomly assigned to either the study or control group. Women in the study group will be administered a handout that contains information regarding American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists exercise goals standards for pregnant women, as well as ways to increase activity and make healthier activity choices. They will be provided a questionnaire regarding their current and previous activity levels, will be weighed, and their BMI will be calculated at all of their prenatal doctor visits. BMI, activity levels, and weight are all considered quantitative data, making this a quantitative study. Health practitioners such as doctors, family nurse practitioners, and nurses will be used to administer handouts and record health data for this study. All experiment factors will be completed in clinics alongside standard prenatal care. The control group will receive only the standard care for pregnant women without the exercise intervention handouts. Participants will be followed throughout their pregnancies. Any BMI change, weight gain, and activity levels will be recorded as results in this study. They will be interpreted using the American Guidelines for Maternal Weight Gain and by comparing mean differences between the study and control group. The basic ethical principles that are stated in the Belmont Report will all be followed closely. We will maintain respect for persons because the women will be asked to participate in the study and will be provided the ability to leave at any point, refuse the request to participate, or not have their data kept for the study. We will also maintain beneficence. Any information that is provided in the handout will be taken from predetermined U.S. standards for exercise during pregnancy. Recommendations derived from the Journal of the American Medical Association's article discussing the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists guidelines for exercise in pregnant women will be used to create suggestions in the handout. This means the current guidelines for exercise will be safe and appropriate for pregnant women. The women will be influenced to complete activities that are approved to increase their health and the health of their children. Justice will also be maintained because the population, obese pregnant women that will be involved in the study, are also the population that will benefit from the results and any knowledge gained from the study. Here I just completed an a priori test just to determine how big our sample size really needs to be. You can see I put 90 as our power, and then all of our other things. It's a two-tailed t-test. And I just did that just to be sure that we would have an appropriate sample size. All right, some of the limitations of this study are going to be the lack of supervision of the participants. So we're not going to know if they actually are exercising or not, as well as reporting error. So we don't know that they're always answering truthfully or correctly. And another issue that could really prove as a big problem is just that during pregnancy, these women are going to have less time to exercise, especially if they weren't exercising before. Be it, they need childcare for their other children, or they're working also, or they're just not feeling like it. So those are going to be some issues we're going to have to face during this. I feel that the study I look to complete is unique because it will employ handouts containing information that's already promoted by U.S. health organizations. So we'll be able to see if that information, when actually proposed at the prenatal care visits, if that is an efficient way to increase activity and promote healthier exercise lifestyles for these pregnant women. I hope you enjoyed this and that you feel like you learned a little bit. Thanks so much.